Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back making another video. So this is a topic that I don't know if anyone's made a video on. I don't think anyone knows about. So I think I am gonna be maybe the first one to talk about this, but um, I have found kind of a solution to actually mitigate suppression on SARMs to a fair extent. Some people think if you run a test booster along it, or something like that, you'll be able to prevent um, suppression, but that's just not the case. Only way to really do it that everyone thought it was would be to take actual testosterone. Some people aren't ready to pin. I think people should start with SARMs, some SARMs anyways before they start pinning anyways. But and when you pin test too, when you get off, you're going to be shut down completely rather than just suppressed on SARMs. But so how I started this was I was looking at a forum, and this guy did blood work on LGD before and after the cycle. His test was around 700. He did LGD for 30 days. His test went down all the way to, I believe, 230 just in 30 days. And his dose was 6 to 10 milligrams, which was a normal dose. Some people run it even higher. So, and his liver values were a little screwed up. Good cholesterol went down, bad cholesterol went up, um, and like his free testosterone stayed around the same though, because SARMs are actually known to elevate free test or keep it the same, which is why people don't really experience libido issues. Um, but yeah, so he did before and after. He was suppressed a good amount, and then he did another experiment where he did a before and after, but he used teremethine on the side too. If you don't know what teremethine is, it's a SERM, just like Clomid and Nova. People usually use that as a PCT more so for gear cycles because they're using it to block estrogen at the receptor so that it can allow the free testosterone or their natural testosterone levels to come back up. Clomid and Nova are really notorious for it, but also notorious for sides. It doesn't happen to everyone, but a lot of people get them. Clomid, for me personally, makes me really emotional, even at a low dose of like 12.5 milligrams. It gives you really bad mood swings. Nova just gives me really bad brain fog. Everyone complains about brain fog from Nova. Even low dose of that. But Torum is not one that's very talked about because it is newer. Farm grade Torum is very expensive. I don't use farm grade. Um, it's very, very expensive, compared to even Clomid and Nova. And it just doesn't have as many studies as those SERMs. So, but everyone who has used it, if you go and look up forums of people using Torum and PCT, they get, the same bounce back in their test levels as if they were on Clomid and Nova combined. It like is almost equivalent to the Nova Clomid combination. So it's supposed to be really strong if you can get real Torum. The problem is it's just not produced that much. But if you look around, you'll be able to find a source. And people complain about having smooth PCTs with it, no sides, nothing. And I had never tried it until seeing that then too. Um, but I saw that, and he ran Torum alongside, and his pre-cycle bloods were around the same as the first time, around 700, 670. And then after 5 weeks of LGD, or the same amount of 4 weeks, with 30 milligrams Torum. The usual dosage is 60, but he used 30 milligrams alongside, and his testosterone was at, I believe, 390 or 400. So he still got suppressed, but that's much better than being at around 260. Um, and LGD is a stronger one too. And like I said, he was using half the SERM dose. So I ran an experiment myself, and I did it with Ostarine. I didn't do what those people usually use, but I didn't use a low dose either. But Ostarine is less suppressive, so I thought if I run the real Torum dose that most people run it at, and I run Ostarine too, um, Ostarine is supposed to be less suppressive anyways. Um, Still can be very suppressive though at higher than 20 milligrams. I don't care what anyone says, unless you have blood showing that it's not. Um, Especially when ran by itself, then it is suppressive, and you should be aware of that. So I did an experiment. I only did before and after. I didn't do before and afters before using Torum alongside because I don't have money like that. But I wanted to run the experiment. I ran 15 milligrams Ostarine alongside 60 milligrams Torum for 49 days, 7 weeks, and my bloods before for natty test was 580, and after 562. Okay, it went down 18 points in 7 weeks, running alongside with 60 milligrams Torm. I didn't get any sides from Torm whatsoever. Everything was fine. Everything nuts stayed plump. Um, I felt really good. Got the benefits of Austrian. Looking fuller and whatnot. Um, and HDL, LDL were almost exactly the same because Torm is actually has benefits when it comes to cholesterol, so that's a bonus too. I had nothing looking bad after 7 weeks of Austrian at 15 milligrams when running alongside Torm. So I think that really might be worth looking into as a solution to run alongside SARMs. If this guy that did the experiment with LGD did 60 milligrams, he might have gotten even less suppressed than because he used 30 milligrams. He still it was still much higher because going from 700 to like what 70 versus 700 to 390, still a good amount. That's just half the Torm dosage. If he did full, he could have been in the 400s, 500s. Like who knows? But I think that's something for really worth looking into. I don't think anyone's really come out with this. Also, if you want to find that guy's log, it's on Reddit. Um, I, I want to say it's in the PED section if you look there. But maybe if you just type it in on Google, like Torm alongside LGD, you will see it. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please like it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below if you want to see anything else. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. I thank you guys for watching.